fly at a giant airport with, you know, jumbo jets and such trying to land as you're trying to figure out what you're doing on the runway, you know. I mean, you'll have your instructor and such. I mean, I imagine that could add another level of stress to you. That probably wouldn't be a good thing. I'd probably, if I was going to do something like that, I'd probably rather learn how to do something like that at a smaller airport. Retain what nerves we have left. That's not really my forte. It's pretty neat though. I enjoy watching them fly. I don't think I'd want to be on it, but I enjoy watching it. So I guess I could redo my review of the Aventon Level 2. I did make a previous video, but the quality was just horrible. I hadn't figured out the GoPro settings, and it just turned out not so great. It was real grainy and messed up. So I bought this Aventon Level 2 about a month ago, and about a week after I bought it, like a blizzard hit. We had snow, we had ice, we had 9 inches of snow. For some of y'all, that's nothing, but for in the south, that's a blizzard. And then we had about 3, and then it melted some of it and turned into straight ice. So then we had, you know, like 6 inches of snow with 3 inches of ice underneath it, because it melted, went down, froze. It was really just terrible, you know, for us. And our city isn't really equipped to deal with something, you know, really of that magnitude. That's way beyond what we would normally get. I mean, usually if we get a dusting, the city shuts down. So I got it and had to sit for a while until all that was finally gone, and I could actually get out and use it. And I was so impressed with this Aventon Level 2 that I actually went yesterday and ordered the Adventure 2, the more fat tire one, for my wife, you know, and I may use it as well. That way we can ride together, you know, and maybe she'll be making some videos too. Definitely my better half. But I am an absolute fan. I have arthritis in my left knee, and coming off of a really significant motorcycle wreck, not to mention, you know, I spent a long time in the service and suffered numerous injuries, you know, my joints and stuff from just general marching and what have you. You know, jumping, running, everything, you know, all the crazy stuff you have to do when you're in the service. But so after the motorcycle wreck, I actually had to learn how to walk again. It took me 2 years to really be able to walk again without, you know, a rather horrific limp. One of the first things the physical therapist put me on when I was able to move my leg again was a one of those stand-still bicycles, you know. And that's kind of what this reminds me of, but not so much. Like riding a regular bicycle, you know, really isn't an option for me at this time. I'm kind of older. I mean, I'm not that old. I'm in my 40s, early 40s, but, you know, my body's sustained a little bit of damage here and there. Coming off of being sedentary, really, because, you know, when you have to sit for 2 years, or, you know, you're not getting a lot of exercise, you tend to lose a lot of your cardiovascular health. You know, you're no longer in the shape that you once were. So this Aventon Level 2 really helps that. It meets you where you are. The torque sensor in it is phenomenal. You know, whatever you're able to pedal, it will make up the difference. Which is one thing I really like about it. I was really skeptical to spend $2,000 on an e-bike. You know, I didn't know if it would work right, if I'd be able to ride on it. You know, because that's more than what you would feel comfortable just taking a gamble on. You know. So these things are all in. You know, if you're gonna go for it, you got to really go for it and drop $2,000 to get one. You know, unless you want to make like $100 payment forever. You know. But so I did it, and I took the plunge, and I'm actually very happy that I did. I mean, I was torn. You know, it was a good gamble. You know, but it was a gamble nonetheless. And I'm actually genuinely impressed with this bike. Like I've got 30 miles on it now. And I mean, I'll go from not being able to really ride a regular bicycle for any amount of time because of my fitness level to I can bike 10 miles a time or more with this bike. You know, I mean, I guess you could actually go a lot further than that. I've not, you know, really pushed it. Supposedly has a range of 60 miles, which I believe. You know, I've went this far and only on your left. You know, I've only used a very little bit of the battery life that I have. This is my second time taking it out. It's still at 99%. I took it out for a couple of miles there. Look, on your left. So, I mean, it does really well. Plenty of power. I was a little concerned initially with the 500 watt motor because I weigh 230 pounds. You know, I'm not a extremely small guy. So I didn't know if the 500 watt motor would be enough, you know, initially to pull my rather large self, you know, with the extra help that I need. But I'm impressed. I am impressed. It is more than enough. More than enough. You know, the Adventure 2, which is the more of the bigger tired, fat tire e-bike, it has a 750 watt motor. So we'll do a review on it when it comes in. You know, it'll come in and you'll have to assemble it or whatever. I mean, but assembly on these isn't that bad. It isn't that bad. Like when I bought it, they offered me an option to send it to a local bike shop and have them assemble it for 180 bucks. Which, you know, you're like, if you got any kind of technical prowess, you can figure that out. It comes pretty much already assembled. All you gotta do is put a tire on. And I mean, there's even instructional videos. So I mean, unless you're just wanting to throw away $180, I would just do it myself. I mean, honestly. People always look at you like you're crazy when you're running around filming. They're judging me for an instant. They're thinking, is he talking to himself? Yeah. Because I know and you know, if we walk past somebody talking to themselves, that's usually not a good thing. We're like, yeah, let me just scoot on past real quick. Woo! Whatever this plant is over here is putting off some toxic smelling stuff. This stuff smells foul. I'm thinking that's like natural gas or something. It smells awful. Probably definitely poisonous. This fork silver plant over here polluting everybody. People out trying to exercise and taking a good old breath of that. It smelled like battery acid mixed with sulfur. It was not pleasant. And definitely probably not good for you. You got a little right up the river bank, or a little creek right here. Well, what's up with that? Water level extremely low. Oh, I see what's up with it. There's a bunch of trees that have fallen on the mouth of it because it connects to the Tennessee River. And where the trees have fallen, they have completely blocked off the stream, so it couldn't come upstream. But yeah, this Aventon Level 2, I am super impressed. Does very well. The suspension's good. Got plenty of power. I mean, it'll actually, it's got a setting, you can change the settings on it. It's got an app that comes with it. You can change it from a level 2 to a level 3 e-bike, you know, just in the app. You know, I mean, it'll do up to 28 miles an hour. I mean, you can push the button and it'll go, you know. Until I get the wind mic though, I'm gonna try to keep my speeds down while I'm recording. I mean, because simply, you know, the wind will become so much you won't really be able to hear me that well, you know, until I get a better audio setup going on here. Thank God I finally figured out the video settings, so the video quality should be dramatically improved. If you go back and you watch one of the earlier ones, you'll see what the last video looked like, you know, and you can compare it to this one. And this is simply changing a couple little settings you can't use on the GoPro Hero 12. You can't use the automatic settings. Like it has settings, and it'll be like, do you want to use standard mode, or do you want the you know, excellent high quality picture mode? You'll be like, oh sure, I'm gonna click the high quality mode. Well, the only problem is either one doesn't work. You have to go in your preferences, change your ISO values and all kinds of jazz. I had to actually look it up on YouTube and found somebody else to tell me what actually worked. You know, I had to get a helping hand to figure it out. It seems like, you know, it would come from the factory, you know, able to do good quality, but I don't know why.